is very clear because people have complained about us bringing this on the app. Just to make this very clear. When Maud held the live on Monday, she gave an hour for the person to message her and say, hey, I want to talk off the app. That never happened. Now, before Lumberjack got in the box, he text messaged me and said, never called Bougie a groupie. I think Bougie's awesome, right? Why would he say that if he didn't think that they were talking about him at that point? I didn't say anything to solicit that. That's what he randomly said. And then he said, I'm in the queue. It can't be me. And so because he got in the queue, that was his defense for it couldn't be him, right?
But he can have multiple.
All right, I'll be right back. I got to get on this account on this tablet, so
okay,
it's not showing up on PC.
So this could have all been taken off the app had Lumberjack manned up and said, hey, you know what, even if let's just give it the benefit of the doubt for a second. He knew where it was going once the two women got in the box and said what they said. He knew where it was going. So he could have messaged at any point and said, hey, let's talk off the app. And then he could have been like, well, I'm really confused, whatever the case is. And he could have had that conversation. He didn't do that. He just sat up in the box, not saying anything, right? Why? And then he told me, I'm waiting for what happens next. If you're completely caught off guard, then why would you say that? Why would you say you're waiting for what happens next? It's weird. Weird response.
So there's at least, see, what's so funny about this is I've seen this happen almost identically play out one other time. And the weird thing is the first time I watched this play out, it was kind of hard for everybody to accept because he was well liked, he was well known, he had a huge following, and nobody would have ever suspected it. And it's kind of like seeing this shit come through again. And I'm just, damn. I mean, I get people that embellish like shit about themselves or, you know, live in some fantasy land about what they do. Who, me?
I was paused, so that probably caused it. We're not coming over there. Tina, you don't run shit, so you can stay your ass over there, especially when you talk about people's kids. I don't know. You're psychotic. So I'm not getting in a box with you to hash nothing out only because you and Snacks are unstable as fuck. Y'all need to go seek help. So, no, we're not coming over there because we're actually doing grown-up shit over here, which is figuring things out. All right? And all y'all want to do is yell. So fuck you. Stay your ass over there. Okay? Y'all can come here. You might not be able to get in the motherfucking box.
And also the interesting part is when that account started coming for MJ, right around that time I was noticing, and I even said something to MJ about it. I was like, why is Lumberjack trying to be your friend so much? Because if you notice, like right around that time, Lumberjack was always wanting to get get in MJ's box when MJ would hold lives. He was always talking about how smart MJ is. Like he was really playing MJ up, and I was like, what's this about? Because it was just unusual to see that occur, and that was happening in real time while the stalker is going after him. Before I even put that together, because it hadn't been brought to my attention. So. You know, when you see things and you just can't put them together, but you're around and you're involved, you know, because those are your people, right? And then you start putting it together, you're like, holy fuck. Well, that was kind of the moment I had. And I'm sure Jimmy's getting that too at this point.
Yeah, I think we all are. Because, like I said, especially after this is the second time I've seen this play out. So yeah, it wasn't good the first time. It's not going to be good the second time. I just wish people had fucking quit. Just be like,
And you know
it's
what the crazy
stupid.
part is? You know what the crazy part is right after this live was held and they went into instant spin mode. Why are y'all going to try to make it a race issue? Why are you going to do that? It's weird. It's really strange. Like y'all turn like into liberals instantly, right? Like all of a sudden it's white women tears coming after a black man. Well, how about the fact that the black man just happens to be going after white women? He's pursuing them. They're not pursuing him because they didn't have to tell him about their marital status or any of that stuff. They didn't have to sit there and get him to trust them, right? He was going to them, telling them he was separated and getting their trust so that they would tell their deepest, darkest secrets to this man, for him to hold it over their head, for him to have a position of power over them. So, yeah, people like this do have a type that they target, and they just all happen to be white. It's a problem. But it's not white women going after like a black man, like y'all are trying to make it spin. And that's the thing. I've been hearing y'all call out white conservative women fetishizing black conservative men, right? Why don't you talk to the black conservative men that are always in the women's DMs? You don't see us making it a race issue out of it. That's y'all. Why? It's weird. Stop it. Oh, and then you went to Trump. You brought up Trump. Like, are you fucking kidding me? How democratic could you sound? It's sad.
This is pathetic. This is truly fucking pathetic. It's real. This is real telling. How these, like I said, you had some of these conservative men. Snacks got up in that box so fucking quick. Why you ain't tell me? He was calling all the men in there, and Jesse, who was the first man in the box, calling him weak. How come you didn't call? Older Millennial was in there too, supporting the women. Zabo was in there. They had a purpose. He had no clue this was about his friend. The moment that he found out that his friend was the one that we were talking about. Oh no, y'all wrong. These women is lying. They lied. Oh really?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Maud, see, here's my thing. I have a different theory about that. I think he knew the whole time. I think Snacks knew, and his whole purpose was to get in there, get loud, call people names, and do what he does to try to move the conversation away from Lumberjack. That's what it was. 100%. Think about it.
I really don't know, but then when we had a phone conversation, and I'm going to keep mentioning it until he actually stands up and be the man that he claims that he is. And he said to me, when we had that phone conversation, I was trying to leave him out of it. Well, matter of fact, when people would start throwing him under the bus, as soon as I started talking, they started saying, "Oh yeah, that's Snacks. That sounds like Snacks."
Oh, well, and didn't we defend? And didn't we defend him?
Yeah.
We did, right?
Oh, defended him.
That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part, right? Snacks got up in there and started yelling at all the conservative men for not defending the women, and it always has to be the conservative women that are taking up for the women and the men, right? But not only did you go after them, then you came after us for sticking up for them, right? Weird, strange.
I have to yell and scream at the top.
But we're the ones that have got it fucked up. We are the ones that have it fucked up. I don't think so. You want to see about fake conservatives? Yeah. All y'all motherfuckers that sat there and was going after these women and are coming after us for defending these women and protecting them and making sure that this doesn't happen to anybody else. Y'all are the fake fucking conservatives. Miss me with all that bullshit.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's the drama and all of the problems that these OG conservatives have before some of us new people came around. Like, we got caught up in y'all shit. We just had guts enough to not to keep sweeping it under the rug and actually call you on your shit. We didn't run from you like you ran all these other people off the fucking app. We not running from you.
Nope.
We didn't run from you, and we weren't going to.
Wait, what is the OG conservative? I'm curious by this.
They
Well,
every time they get into a live, they always talk about reminiscing the good old days when the OG conservatives would get into lives and they would just have fun and talk and everything was great, and they have these delusions that everything was just fine. But then when I came around, the first thing that me and Liz got stuck into was fucking drama.
yeah.
And we're like, whoa, what the fuck is this? Oh, you was at about
And
such and
yes,
such. You must have, and they got, and let me tell you about, do you know how many people was coming and telling me,
and
don't
here,
hang out with this person? I know
well,
you're new around here, but
well,
don't
and
hang
not
out with
only
this
that,
person.
but not only that, Mod. Now, not only that, Mod. The best part about it is, right, is that the person who pulled us into said drama, right, the one who came to us because of something that was going on the app, and came to us, and then all of a sudden we got dragged for it an hour later without us even fucking being there, right?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't say shit. It was somebody else. It was one of their friends that said shit.
It was one
That's
of their
the weird
friends,
part.
yeah.
But guess who the one was that came to me and was like, "Oh my God, it's happening. I can't believe it." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Sammy's messy ass. Sammy, the one
Messy
that's over
as
there
shit.
trying to
So
say that
it's
we're all
cool.
into the drama. That
Yep,
bitch,
it's cool to
that
come
one.
to us with the drama and ask us to handle the drama, but then when we handle the drama, we're all in the drama because you was too chicken
Right.
shit to handle it yourself.
Right.
Fuck out of here. That's cool, but you call like, oh, the strong conservatives get caught. So you know what? The strong conservatives came and showed up and showed y'all OGs how much of a bunch of suckers y'all are. A bunch of
Remember, it was the OG conservatives that paved the way for
Can I
us new
get
people so that we
Candy
could
Crush?
speak freely and have a platform. Well, guess what? You know why we could do that? Because we live in the fucking United States. It didn't have fuck all to do with none of y'all.
Right.
About to say, I
It should be
kind of laid my own path. I didn't
Imagine
know
that,
jack
acting like we
shit.
owe somebody for our ability and our right to be able to speak on a public platform. It's fucking weird.
I just came on here to drag lefties. Now I got to drag conservatives, and that's cool. I'm fine with doing that too.
Yeah, they some fuck shit going on right now. And I would love to and I'm kind of curious, but I'm kind of not curious as to what all was supposedly said between these women and lumberjack. Like what?
So there are some screenshots, and like I said, a lot of the women wanted to tell their story. And I know we kind of, Loie, I know she's somewhere around here. She doesn't mind telling her story about what happened. If you're still around, babe, you go back and tell Snacks that he don't run shit. He need to run his own shit. Go run your girl and your friends. Don't come over here trying to run me, motherfucker. You met your match today, motherfucker. I'm not scared of you. Anyway,
Thank you, Rich.
yeah, don't come back over here telling me what Snack said or I'm blocking you. I don't want to hear that shit.
You won't do
All
it
right.
or he won't do
You want to get
it.
blocked? You want to get blocked, Jeff? So, just really quick, some of the women did come up and tell their story. Some of them have screenshots and some of them don't. And like I was saying earlier, you know how that some women form a trauma bond with their abusers, or sometimes they even just don't want, even when they don't realize that they've been victimized, they don't, it's cool, Paul. They don't realize that they've been victimized or that they're being taken advantage of. So a lot of times they'll just kind of want to erase the memory or just kind of get rid of things and just kind of wash their hands and just walk away. And that's
Right.
a lot of what these women had done. Especially the ones that were, because how the lure in was like, because you know that women, and then I'm gonna get out, I gotta get off the car for a second, but you know what happens with a lot of women and children is they only go to people that where they believe that the boundary already exists. So a woman and a child will stand on one side looking at a man, and they'll wait for that man to be okay with them approaching them. You know what I mean? So
Right.
they have to believe that the boundary already exists there. So a woman will go to a man that believes that he's not going to harm me. I feel safe with this person because of either he's a Christian, so or they might some women may have known he was married. I know that most of the women say that they didn't know that he was married. Or they just may believe like, hey, he's a really, really smart guy, because if you told Lumberjack that I had 4 degrees, he'll tell you, well, I went to school for 18 years and I got 12 degrees. Okay. So he definitely propositioned himself. He was doing these Bible study lives where he would talk about the Bible and things like that. And be like, oh, hey, just inbox me later. I'll give you some, Lindsay, go ahead and eat. Latino, get your ass up here.
Oh,
Go ahead and eat, Lynn. I'm going to go ahead.
Ass.
Get your ass. I'm going to go ahead and do what I got to do. I am. Okay.
Can you, before you leave, can you bring him up?
Saul, I'm disappointed in you, bro. Like, that's all I got to say, man.
No. Get him up in the box. Come on, get up in the box, buddy. Old buddy, old pal. We need to have a conversation. Come on. Nobody's going to block you. Just get up in the box, bro. Hey, Mod. MOD.
Is he in the queue?
I don't know. I can't see.
She said she was having to get out of the car, but I think she left before bringing him up.
Daggone it.
I thought mods could bring people up.
Hey, Latino, you had a lot to say about me yesterday, my boy. Get up in the box. Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation.
Don't be afraid,
Come on,
Saul.
you can do it. Come on, you had a lot to say yesterday about me, saying I'm racist, talking on my daughter. I'm telling you right now, you ever fucking bring up my daughter again to try to spin some sort of fucked up narrative, I will fucking own you. You understand? Quit fucking talking about people's kids. Stop it. That's what y'all like to do. You haven't noticed any of us bring up anything about anybody's kids. Don't sit there and say you're a conservative and you're for women and all this shit when you're going to sit there and fucking lie on me and use my daughter. Like, get fucked all the way. All the fucking way.
Why do people bring up kids? I still can't figure that out.
That's what's upsetting to me. Like, I'm sick of this shit. Like, if you want to come at me, fucking come at me. But don't sit there and talk about my daughter. I'm upset about what happened to my daughter. Motherfucker, you don't even know what happened to my daughter. Shut the fuck up.
Well, I can answer the question of why do people bring up other people's kids? Because it's a bitch move.
Yeah, it's a bitch move. That's right.
You're a fucking coward.
It's the same reason.
It's funny though, Phoenix, because we'll preach, hey, leave the kids alone as it pertains to gender education in school, but we're the first ones to fucking go after them when it comes time to fucking have petty drama.
Imagine calling yourself this big ass conservative, this big time conservative, going in and debating and doing all this shit and saying, oh, I'm a conservative, but then acting like a whole ass fucking Democrat. You are fake. You are absolutely disgusting. Do not ever talk to me. Do not ever say, don't even say my name at this point, because look, as much as people get pissed off at me at this app, I don't really care. If you don't like what I have to say, fucking scroll. I don't give a shit. Block me. Unfollow me. It doesn't matter to me, right? I'm here to make a difference. That's it. And that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm trying to make a difference for these women and the women that could follow. Okay? That's what I'm doing. That's where my heart is at. I can sleep at night knowing that I am doing the right thing, that I am doing the conservative thing. But y'all motherfuckers aren't doing that. And you know what? If all you could do to come at me is to bring up something that happened to my daughter, once again, talking about a victim, right? then that's all you got? Like, get the fuck on. Like, you look stupid. Stop doing it. Stop fucking doing it. You look dumb.
Well, that's why I said, like, honest to God, I've never I'm like you, man. I've never understood why people bring other people's kids into it. It's the same reason I said earlier, like, you go at if you're pissed off at Lumberjack, go after Lumberjack. Don't go after his wife. Don't talk shit about his wife. Don't do any of that. It's like Jesse. That somebody brought up Jesse's kids. That's bullshit, man. If you don't like
Jesse's
the person,
kids,
go after the person.
They didn't. They didn't just bring up
fucking-
Jesse's kids. They interfered with Jesse's kid. They actually took it off the app. Okay. They interfered with Jesse's life and his relationship with his kid over fucking night, over this stuff. That's fucking bullshit. Y'all should be absolutely ashamed.
Wait, what
ashamed.
happened? What happened?
My guy over here, he got a message from the mother of his child saying that there was something from June where somebody sent screenshots from June I guess where his son was maybe in alive or something. Which, we protect our kids, so we would we wouldn't have anything going on or anything else like that. And Jesse can kind of, if he wants to say what happened, he can, like, as far as what was said between the two of them, but it's affecting him being able to see his son because somebody was holding those screenshots from June, waiting.
Yo, are you fucking kidding me right now?
They sent it to her, and then she was like, the fact that you let him in this live and you encouraged it to talk to an adult like that is disgusting. Like, I'm cutting off all communications, which, I mean, it was fucked up.
Bro.
One day I'll get it taken care of, but like it was a little bit too far.
Hey guys.
And I'm not saying it was Lumberjack.
Hey guys,
But
I'm gonna
somebody-
have to end this. I'm gonna have to end this. Something urgent just came up. I will see you guys in a minute.